Alright guys, welcome back to Next Director's Dead. Don't the rising world of Stephen Sommers, so let's get into it. Welcome back to Next Director's Show, to my director's Dead, to my Stephen Sommers. Before you did, don't get to subscribe. Notification bells like this. Today, to my Stephen Sommers. I'm going to go through his movies, I'm going to tell full bit of stuff. Now, he did do a short film called Perfect Alibi. I can't find a picture of it. That was a short film he did in 1988, so technically it's the first thing he did. Then in 1989, we had Catch Me If You Can. Which is a 1989 American action comedy film, and it was the film was a feature for the directorial debut of writer and director Stephen Sommers. It starred Matt Tansey, Lauren Lachlan, M. Emmett Walsh, and Jeffrey Lewis. It made $3,800,000 budget. I haven't seen this movie. Then in 1993 we had The Adventures of Huck Finn, which is a comedy drama adventure film. It's based on Mark Twain's 1884 novel Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and focused on at least three quarters of the book. So Elijah Wood, Courtney B. Vance, Robbie Coltrane, and Jason Robards. It made $24.1 million, $11 million budget. In 1994, we had The Jungle Book, also known as Rudy Kipling's The Jungle Book, is an adventure film. The film is based on Mowgli's stories from The Jungle Book and The Second Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. But mostly focused on the plotline of the second book. Unlike the books and Walt Disney's 1967 anime adaptation, the animals animal characters in this film do not talk. It starred Jason Scott Lee, Carrie Elves, Lena Headey, Sam Neill, and John Cleese. It made $70 million, $30 million budget. The film received very positive reviews. In 1998, we had Deep Rising, which is an action horror film, and it starred Treat Williams, Funky Johnson, Anthony Heald, Kevin J. O'Connor, Wes Studi, Derek O'Connor, Jason Fleming, and the Jim and Hansu. Made $11.2 million, $45 million budget. But the film was a critical and commercial failure. It has been grossed as a cult film. In 1999, we had The Mummy, which was an action-adventure film. It is a remake of the 1932 film of the same name and part of the larger Universal Monsters franchise. It stars Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, John Hannah, Arnold Vosloo, Jonathan Hyde, and Kevin J. O'Connor. It made $418.1 million, $80 million budget. The film received mixed critical reviews and positive audience reaction. It was the sixth highest-grossing film of 1999. The film started a new franchise with 2 direct sequels and various spin-offs such as an animated series and a prequel, The Scorpion King, which led to sequels of its own. In 2017, an attempt was made to start another Universal Monsters franchise with The Mummy starring Tom Cruise. Then in 2001, we had The Mummy Returns, which is a fantasy action adventure film. It is a sequel to the 1999 film The Mummy, and the second in the Mummy film series. It stars Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, John Hannah, Arnold Vosloo, Oded Patricia Velasquez, and Dwayne Johnson. Made $435 million, $98 million budget. It was a commercial success. Like its predecessor, it was a commercial success. It was the 7th highest grossing film in 2001 and the highest grossing film of the series. The film received mixed reviews. It was followed by a 2002 prequel, The Mummy, The Scorpion King, and a 2008 sequel, The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, which he did not. Stephen Sommers did not direct. Then in 2004, we had Van Helsing, which is an action horror film, and is both an homage and tribute to the Universal Horror Monsters films from 1930s and 1940s, and also produced by Universal Pictures, which were in turn partly based on novels by Bram Stoker and Mary Shelley, of which Sommers is a fan. It starred Hugh Jackman, Kay Beckinsale, Richard Roxburgh, David Wenham, Will Kemp, Kevin J. O'Connor, and Sheila Hindley. It made $300.2 million, $170 million budget. The film was not well received by critics. Then in 2009 we had G.I. Joe: The Rise of the Cobra, which is a military science fiction action film based on the G.I. Joe toy line. It's the first installment in G.I. Joe film series, and it stars Adderwell, Anna Yukka Christopher Eccleston, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Lee Barinhan, Sienna Miller, Rachel Nichols, Jonathan Pryce, Zed Taggart, Maui, Channing Tatum, Marlon Wayans, and Dennis Quaid. It made $302.5 million, $175 million budget. Following an extensive marketing campaign based focused on the mid-American public, despite mostly negative reviews from critics, it was a box office success and was followed by a sequel, G.I. Joe Retaliation 2013. And then finally in 2013 we had Odd Thomas, which is a mystery thriller film based on Dean Koontz' 2003 novel of the same name. And it stars Anton Yelchin, Willem Dafoe, Addison Timlin, and Nico Tortorella. It made $1.3 million, $27 million budget. And so as of right now, this is the latest film directed by Stephen Sommers. He hasn't directed anything since, so